All right, let's shift gears. The Dallas Cowboys are not only an offensive team, they're a shootout team. Yeah, in 2019, the last year Dak started every game, the Cowboys were 8-0 when they scored over 25 points. And they were 0-8 when they scored under 25 points. That's what Dallas is, and their defense hasn't gotten better. I know they have a new coordinator. I know they drafted a bunch of guys. Rookies are not going to make a difference in the NFL, especially the ones they drafted, other than Micah Parsons, who's really good. So this team needs its quarterback. So Adam Schefter is now the fourth source on this. Troy Aikman, Michael Irvin, Gil Brandt, Adam Schefter. Dak Prescott could be bothered by injuries for the entire season. So I got Aikman, Irvin, Adam Schefter, Gil Brandt, all well connected, all come to the same conclusion. Dak's shoulder's not right. This is a baseball injury, right? The Cowboys got a hold of the Texas Rangers and the Yankees. They went to baseball teams. If a baseball pitcher had this injury, you put him on the shelf. He doesn't play. So there was video this weekend of Dak Prescott before the game against Atlanta, throwing the ball around. He threw 52 passes. Okay, 52 passes. Not one of them was a seam route. Not one of them was a post pattern. Not one of them was a deep ball. 10, 15 yards. 52 passes. No deep balls. Is it something? Dallas also does not have a legitimate backup quarterback. I think Jerry Jones, a man who's pretty good at investing, would love to protect his investments. But if they get on the phone with Nick Foles and make a trade, the world will implode. It'll be just massive distraction. And that's, as Jerry knows, with Zeke a couple years ago, it's not good for football. They've already got hard knocks. You don't want to throw in a Nick Foles backup quarterback situation. So Dallas has only been able to win in the last 3 years. I could say longer, but they've only really been able to win one way: score 30 points. That has been it. That's the way Dallas wins. So this is, in 2021, a highly dependent quarterback team. Now, I hear this all the time. Everybody's quarterback dependent. No, they're not. The New Orleans Saints in the last 2 years have gone 8-1 without Drew Brees. How? Great coach, great O-line, very good defense, excellent GM. They can run the football. They had no deep threat. Drew Brees and no deep threat. He leaves, they're 8-1. With Teddy Bridgewater, with Taysom Hill, Jameis Winston can come into 8-1. That's not a quarterback-dependent team. That's why it was time for Drew Brees to go. Like, they didn't need a quarterback to win. I mean, New England last year had no real backup, had Cam Newton with no preseason. He got COVID. They had 8 guys opt out. They were a game from 500. You've watched New England play this year. They're preseason. They're not quarterback-dependent. Miami last year won 10 games and was not overly productive at quarterback. I mean, in a perfect world, you would have the ability to win without a great quarterback, but just happen to have one. I think Kansas City's close to that. I think, Seattle with Russell Wilson. Like, they were good enough defensively to get to the playoffs. Russell got him a Super Bowl, almost 2. But we know this Cowboy team has one way to win. This is the one way to win. And it's very Dak dependent. And, oh, by the way, he's coming off a very serious leg injury as well. So when I get Aikman and Irvin and Gil Brandt and Adam Schefter all saying the same thing, I'm going to trust them. They've been around that franchise forever. I'm going to trust them. 52 passes, not one deep ball. Now, Jerry Jones, what he's selling me, this was Jerry Jones before the game, thinks Dak's ready to go.
He threw with authority. He threw with confidence before the game. If we were lining up against Tampa tonight, he'd be starting, and we'd feel great about it.
All right. Well, I'd get in the phone with Nick Foles, Gardner Minshew, but that's just me. All right. Albert Breer this hour. 45 minutes from now, where Colin was right, where Colin was wrong. It's a crazy preseason. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to take of it. I really not. Nobody's playing starters. It's the Sean McVay effect.